Good afternoon. This is Ask Marie. Again, I'm going to be talking about homelessness. I'm going to talk about solutions because I've talked previously about reasons that people are homeless, and I named 2 or 3 reasons. There are many more. In part 2 of the reasons, I'll name the others, as many as I can possibly name. But today I want to talk about solutions. Now, the government seems to think that they have a sufficient amount of shelters for the homeless. Some areas, some cities, some counties, they don't have homeless shelters at all. And those in other cities and other counties, they do have homeless shelters, but they're only at a capacity, let's say about 200 people. Well, if you got 1,000 people out on the street, that's not going to service everybody. They need more shelters, and they need shelters that are clean, with people who are understanding, because a lot of these homeless people have mental health conditions. When you first come out on the street as your new home, it's tough. It's tough. But as time goes on, you lose your hope and you become very, very discouraged to the point that you don't even want to wash your face. And a lot of people don't realize you can't get a job if you don't have an address. Some of them have cell phones. I don't know who's paying for them. Maybe a family member, I don't know, to keep up with them. But if you don't have an address, you can't get a job. But there's ways around that too. But if you really, really, really want to come up out of that situation, you will find the job, even if it is, this is just one solution, even if it is cleaning people's yards out, cutting their grass. You got senior citizens that can't cut their grass, but they have a lawnmower, and they'll pay you to cut their grass, cleaning out alleys and things like that. Those are jobs that may be temporal, but if you manage money, if you're able to manage money, you can help yourself. A lot of them are looking for handouts, I know. But some of those people out there, they're certified plumbers, certified electricians. They have certifications to do different jobs, and they just ran into a day of bad luck and they lost their home. They lost their job and just did not have enough. And then there's another group, they live in cars. Well, that'll last for a while, but when it gets really, really cold outside, it's cold in that car. And God forbid you have children in the car with you, but it's not safe either. Even if you don't have children, you're alone, or it's just the two of you, it's not safe in the car at night, and it's not safe on the street. So a lot of people sleep during the day and they walk all night. So another solution is in California. I know there's this man who makes these tiny houses. They're about the size of a shed that someone would keep their lawnmower in. He makes these tiny houses. This is just a temporal solution, but it's enough of a solution to help somebody get off the streets and get back into the workforce, someplace where they can sleep. Could you imagine going weeks and weeks and weeks without sleep? That is a recipe for trying to take a drug that you probably wouldn't ordinarily take, just to get some emotional relief, physical relief. And those tiny houses would help. But for some reason, the government, not all of them, but many people are willing to sit back and say that won't work without an alternative. So there are solutions. Help. What are you doing for yourself? Are you out here hustling, going to a used car dealer and asking, can you wash the cars in the yard, on the grounds, just for a few bucks, and save that money, get yourself a nice room, and I know you're climbing Jacob's ladder, but you're going up steady. And then you get to the place where you have a place that you can bathe and get cleaned up and possibly get a regular job. In time, it will serve its purpose. Think about what I'm just telling you now. Leave me your comments, subscribe, and do be blessed today.